Hey folks, Sean Wilson here. Got a nice little treat for you today. Gonna go over Holy Ghost by Kim Burrell. The song is everywhere. I'm gonna use a different arrangement. I like it. It's got a lot of cool neat chords that you're gonna be able to use. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna teach the song. I'm gonna play a section of her song on the video, okay? And then I'm going to play it back. Then I'm going to tell you the notes so you can know what they are. And then if there's any theory involved, we're gonna do that too. So got a nice video today. Stay behind. At the end, we're gonna have a chord chart for everybody who's watching, so you can get all the chords for this as well. And let's get started.
Come on, sing it real good, y'all. Yeah.
Holy
Fall down
on me.
Let your spirit
Fall down on me.
Okay, so what are the chords to that? Nice chords there. At the beginning, you have a G minor 9. That's a G, B flat, D, F, and an A. And then the second chord you're going to have is the D minor 9, which is a D, F, A, C, and an E. Now, how you play these chords is up to you. In the first chord, you can put the G down here if you want to. You can put the D here. And this is just a nice way to play it. But this is the chord and root position. And so, of course, it's up to you how you like to stack these notes and where. You know, you could play it big like this. Right? But they're all the same chords. And then you go back to the G minor 9 is the third chord. And then you have that chord right there. That's just going to be a D flat chord, D flat, F, and an A flat. And you have that A flat and you put that on the bottom. In the bass, you want to play an E. The next chord is going to be an E flat. Well, it's actually easy to get this. Let's play an F chord and play another F and play another A. Stop at the A, change the F at the bottom to a G, and as the root have an E flat. This is going to change it to an E flat 6, 9, sharp 11. Okay, so, okay, and then you're going to have the next chord will be an E. Stay with me now. An E minor 7 flat 5, which is going to be E, G, B flat, D. You want to have this G on top, and then you want to go to an A7. This is a flat 9, so it's A, C sharp, G. And this B flat gives it the tension note there. It's C sharp and a G, and then you have spirit fall down. Okay, the spirit's going to be a C sharp, diminished 7th chord, and the next one's going to be a D minor, which you already know. Go back to that C sharp diminished 7th, and then go back to the that F chord with a C at the bottom, and then you're going to have a B half diminished. Going to B half diminished is going to be a B, D, F, A. You can play it stacked by putting the B at the bottom, put the F there. So again, we have see that here? Go. Now we have the F chord. Now, theory will help us to extend chords by understanding what we're doing and place them in other songs. Not a lot of theory I want to go over with the G minor to the D minor, okay, because that's just a standard voicing there. It's a little bit different, but when you get to this, here, remember, this is a half diminished chord. Now remember, theory-wise, a half diminished chord likes to move to a dominant chord. It likes to move to the dominant chord that is 4 notes above it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, the neat thing about this voicing, this in particular voicing that we're doing right now, see these notes here? Let's take the G off the top. Now, what's happening is, the reason why we're using an A flat 9 in the next chord is because here are the notes in an E minor 7 flat 5. Take the root note of the E, change it to an A, and then change that D, change the D's to C's. And what do you have in flat 9? Because a lot of the notes in the flat 9 also belong to the E minor 7 flat 5, and in fact, the only note that's really changing is the top note going to the half step below and the bottom note going down to 5. So this would be the proper movement from an E flat, E minor 7 flat 5 to its corresponding dominant chord. Okay? And now the other chord, the other change we made was this. Right now, what are those notes? Well, that's just me trading. That's me trading a B minor 7 flat 5 for a B7 sus4. Right. So what that means is a lot of something you can do here is you take this, which is a D minor chord that's inverted, and you just take the top note, change it down a half step. Take the bottom note, change it down a half step. Remember the B, we're not playing at the time. But keep the B as a root. So this kind of shows us changes that can be made with this type of chord. That in place of the B minor 7 flat 5, you can also play a B9 sus4. Right? Sounds a little awkward, right? Now, someone's gonna say, but wait a minute, there's a note wrong. Well, that F should be an E. However, I kept it there for tension. All right, let's go on and hear the next part of the song.
Your spirit fall down on me. Fall afresh on me.
Okay, so in this voicing we have Spirit Fall Down. We ended on the B minor 9, or B half diminished chord. And then we have this version of the song goes a little bit differently than the earlier versions. So instead of doing that, because normally that half diminished, like I said, would move up 5. But again, I'm on the notes. I'm only on the notes here. So the notes are half diminished chord, which is an A, C, E flat, and a G. And then from here, it's going to go to an F. C flat 9, F, E flat, A, C, and an F sharp. And then you're going to have so that part there, right? So we have a B flat, A flat, C. It really, one easy way to see this is just to have an A flat chord with a B in the bottom, B flat in the bottom. Right, and then this chord here is a C minor chord. And in the left hand you have an F, C, and an A flat. Go back to that B flat sus again. And then you have G13, flat 9. Flat 9 being an A flat. The next chord would be A flat chord, E flat, A flat, C, E flat, A flat, C, but an F sharp at the bottom. This is going to be our half diminished chord. Memorize this half diminished. It's one of the 4 primary chords. Okay, half diminished chords everywhere, especially in gospel music, right? Now, the way I'm playing this is a little bit more advanced. Remember that the basic half diminished chord is just a G, B flat, C sharp, and a F. I added the C for tension. And then you have the C dominant flat 9. Okay? Now, instead of going, let your spirit fall down, and then, so instead of doing that, we're doing this. So what you have is that those are called spread diminished triads, and they work well, in especially when they're replacing this kind of a major sound to a minor. So. And then on the track they did, which is a nice little gospel move there. Now, let's talk some theory and let's kind of extend this a little bit. First of all, when we started, we went so we need to go here. And to get here, we're doing in the bass, we're doing an A, F, B flat. On the A, we're doing a half diminished, and on the F, we're doing a dominant flat 9. And then we're going here. But let's extend the chords. And you always ask, how do you extend chords? How do you make my chords sound? I want my chords to sound fat. I want to extend them a little bit more. So what you want to do is, with this A half diminished, which is this at its root, which is going to lead us to this one, which is going to lead us to this one. But when we're here, let's trade that C for a C sharp. Let's trade that G for let's do it. Let's go down to a B, and let's put a B and a D there. See that? And then let's put the B at the bottom too. So B an octave lower. This is still a half diminished chord. Right? This is still our half diminished, but we've extended it. Now, by the way, someone's asked, how do you know what notes that you use? Well, we've got a great resource on the site if you want to check it out. There's a chord chart. It tells you all the notes that you need to add to fatten up chords. Right? We don't just throw random notes in there. You got to know which notes you can add. And in this case, see the B, see it, and then the D. We can add those. Okay. So I knew I could change this to a G because it's part of the chord. B was part of the extension. Okay. This is an altered note here, changing from C to the C sharp. B is part of the extension. Okay. Why am I using this voicing? Because in the next voicing, I'm going down to an F, right? And I don't have to change anything. I can literally leave the chord as it is, which is an extended half diminished. By putting an F and E flat on the bottom is going to change this, right, to an F, a type of F dominant chord. All right, see that? So how does it sound? How does it sound in context? See. See that? Or and then okay, so that's how it would sound in context. Now let me keep on going with the theory discussion. Right, and of course nothing to say here because it's I'm just kind of following what they did. You could go down half steps if you want. Or if you wanted to, I mean, there's not a lot to do there. or maybe that would work. And then now remember, here's a chord here. I extended this already. And then you let your spirit fall down. And instead of doing that, let's change that up as well. And so, and in fact, when I played it, that's how I played it. Even though the record is doing this, the way that we switch that up is, well, first of all, let's take the bass off. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an A half diminished. It's going to move up from there. So A will be our root. From there, we're going to move up to a B. Let's make this a fully diminished. Let's make it a 7th chord, and let's make it a drop 2/7. Then from there, we're going to go to a C. Let's make this a half diminished and drop 2 position, and then a C sharp half diminished, drop 2 position, and then D and drop 2 position, half diminished. Right? So it'll sound like this. As a replacement of this. Okay? Okay? So that's how that sounds. Sounds really nice, and a lot of these things you can use and add into your playing. Let's see the next part.
Fall afresh on me, Lord, yeah. Create in me a new heart, oh God, and renew the right spirit down within me.
So create in me. Okay, so that part, what's going on there is on the create in me. So here's the part that I'm really trying to get right here.
Show me, Lord, yeah.
Here it goes.
Create in me a new heart.
So what is that? Okay, so that's going to be tritones. So on the create, okay, let's I'm gonna add a little bit more of this right here, a little bit more of that here. This song is like real soothing. All right, so we got a tritone, a C, a F sharp and a C. Okay, F and a B, E and B flat, F, go down another half step. Okay, so far. Right, so let's play that with her, see how it sounds.
Creating me.
Alright, so it works. Now, I'm going to jump right to theory here, show you, because I got to kind of extend this a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to, not just theory, we're going to put in some more notes here. So let's put an E flat on top of that. Let that E flat go down with the other ones. Right? And then let's hold an A flat on top of that while going down. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down another half step with the 3 notes at the bottom. This is an implied F bass, which is an F7 flat 9. Okay, and then from there, you're going to have this. Right, so that's going to be, so this B flat on the bottom, A flat, F sharp, right, and then the A flat at the bottom, G, E, F, And then you have a G minor 7 flat 5, which we've already done before. And then from here, even though I said that the half diminished normally goes up to a C, it's kind of deceptive because this one goes to an A. And then what happens is renew a right spirit would be, right? And then you have a movement that goes, right? So what chords are we going to do there? But that's not it. But it's not also, but see, you got to watch our chords here. Because what we want to do is we want to do alternating, a nice good pattern would go from alternating diminished to minors, alternating minors with diminished. So you start off with your minor, it's a D minor 7. The next one is diminished. Then back to your minor or your F6, right? And then here you have what's called a G13. But really what's going on in this particular thing is because you want to go from here to here. So how do we move? How do we move from here to here? What we do is we're gonna let's remove every note except the E's and the A's and the G at the bottom. E's and A's, G at the bottom. Let's double up on that E. And what we're gonna do with the E's, we're gonna move these down. E, D, C. Look at that. See, I'm holding that A. And then when I get to the B, I want you to take this E and move it up to the G sharp. Now, I'm going pretty fast right now, I understand that, but this is what we got the rewind button for, folks. Okay, so you're gonna go like this. Okay, let's hear that.
Fall afresh on me, Lord. Create in me a new heart, oh God, and renew the right spirit down within me.
As you can see, I'm messing this all up. So, okay, so that's that next part. So that's pretty easy because all it is in the right hand, you're just doing F, G, A flat, B flat, C, and then you're going the other way in the left hand, F, E flat, D flat, C, and B flat. Of course, it'll sound like this. And then when you get here, you're making this a B9 sus4. You can also chord that, right? And of course, you're gonna have different you know, right? And you guys know how to do that stuff. So the important thing is to get from this F to this B flat 9 sus4, okay? And then let's listen to that next part so we can go on. This is going pretty fast today, folks.
Oh God, and renew the right spirit down within me. No, oh, cast me not away from thy presence, oh God. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't ever take your Holy Spirit away from me. If you know it, come on, sing. Cast me not.
Oh, this is nice. All right, we're going to have to show you all this stuff. I may have to pause it here for my YouTube folks because I really want to keep on going, but I got to stop and just give you guys, listen, we've got a chord chart on this. Okay, so if you want to go ahead and download this, I'm going to keep on going. If you're members, just go ahead and log in. We're going to have this full tutorial available for you because the important thing is not just understanding chords. You got to understand how to use them, right? Not just understanding chords, but how to understand how to use them. So check out the description area if you want to kind of visit the training community and what we got going over there. We got a lot more songs like this, of course, where we break them down. Understanding there's nothing like being able to understand what you're doing. And so we hope that you can check that out. Now, also download that chord chart if you need it. Those of you who were watching today, I really appreciate you guys for staying by and staying as we work this stuff out. Go to rewind the video to the beginning if you need to. leave me a comment or a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to share it. Had a fun time today with you guys, folks, and wishing you a great day. Till next time, we're gonna see y'all later, and I'm gonna keep on going with this video, so gotta do more, at least 45 more minutes of just really great training. So if you want to stay behind and log into the site and go ahead and see the rest of this, go ahead. For everybody else, thanks for watching.